Kelly, you're the reason the Coast Guard exists, and I'm in the Coast Guard, but I'm glad you're safe. So, during Deepwater Horizon a couple years ago, I managed to finagle my way to work at the National Incident Command Center in Washington, D.C., and I met somebody there who was a firm, almost religious-like believer in GPS. And we tooled around D.C. and the surrounding areas, and she would use the GPS fanatically, turning on every time. Even when she went to the store around the corner, she'd turn on the GPS. Now, I'm not a fan of GPS, or I wasn't back then. I'm still not a fan of it, for several reasons. Because I don't like being told where to go and how to turn. As well as some of the studies I've read where a GPS, using the GPS is actually detrimental to your spatial skills and your navigational skills inherent in your brain. And heavy use of it apparently shrinks your hippocampus. Now, I don't know where your hippocampus is, but if you give me a map, I will find it, because I'm a map person and I like to use maps. All right? So, unfortunately, I don't know if having a big hippocampus is advantageous to you or not, but shrinkage of it apparently is influential in causing things like dementia and Alzheimer's, PSTD, and so forth, like that. So get rid of your GPSs if you want to stay cognizant. Now, she would use the GPS all the time, and I gave the GPS a name, and it was Reggie. I called it Reggie, and I really began this sort of unhealthy dislike of Reggie, because Reggie would interrupt our conversations at any moment in time to tell something, very mundane, like turn left or turn right or recalculating, and I was getting to the point where I thought he was very intrusive and rude. And I was thinking, well, maybe I should just, leave Reggie home or accidentally throw him out the window while we're driving, because we never seemed to have a conversation that would start from A to B and finish. So I just was getting annoyed with Reggie. Now, when I was in D.C., something really bad happened. And one of our guys was up from Texas, and he was on vacation with his family. And he, first day of vacation, his 10-year-old son was hit by a car and went to the hospital. And they called me, because I was from that unit, said, you need to do whatever it is you need to do to assist the family. So I met up with people in headquarters, and this what I love about the Coast Guard is the fact that when there is stuff going down, we come together as a family and help each other out, and that's the thing I'm the most proud of. So we had to support the family, and this involved a lot of details, and a lot of details in a very time-crunched arena. And unfortunately, his son didn't make it in the hospital, and we had to get them back to Texas. And the dad, the father, he was really in a catatonic state. And it was decided that one of the person who was helping me out, she was going to take the father and the mother over to the clinic to get some medical help so we could get him on a plane, because he was it was just a bad scene. And there was all kinds of things that we had to do to make that happen, and different routes that we had to take. We couldn't go by the accident scene or anything like that. Anyway, she did that, and my job was to take one of the sisters, and the grandmother across to the morgue to identify the body. And then we had the plane scheduled for that afternoon, and it was a really tight time schedule. It didn't, much like this, Um, and we didn't think it was going to happen. And I didn't know DC at all. And I was driving his car, and it was all the way across town and all the way back, and very emotionally charged. But I tell you, if it wasn't for the GPS, I wouldn't have made it. And all I did was just drive. And my friend told me something. She said, the more I use my GPS, the less I know where I'm at. And I thought that was very profound and ridiculous in some sense, until I was in there myself, and I didn't know where I was at, but we did get them to the airport and back to Texas. That's my journey.
Chris, everybody. Nice job.